Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right. This lesson is going to be a quick lesson about CMEs, which is a coronal mass ejection, or whatever is going on with the sun, all right, and what this devil is trying to spin it into, all right, because all they need is cover to, move forward with whatever it is that they have planned. But we see this as a sign, so we'll start right here. 2 Ezra 9, and we've done this before, but we're in the time of, when the signs come up, then you speak on the signs. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Now we know that these devils are using these signs and the signs of these times for his own purposes. They have, on the left-hand side, they got their own form of spiritual power. All right, so let's get very quickly. What time are we in? We're in the time of speeding things up. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. There's that time, a short time. Okay? Now, how does this devil know that he hath but a short time? All right? Well, just like Issachar, all right? This is First Chronicles 12. All right, they know how to read, they got their own form of astrology and stargazing, and they got their own, on the left, which is where they get their power. And their power, this is still their world, and the Most High gave them an amount of time in which to rule. Right, this is First Chronicles 12 and 32. All right, but see, we do things in righteousness, and the Most High gave us the righteous side, or the right-hand side. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, well, Esau has understanding of the times too, on the left-hand side, to know what Israel ought to do. Okay? The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment, all right? So what does that mean, that they had understanding of the time? They could look up into the sky, read the stars, and, plot charts and make calendars and things of that sort. All right? So with balance, because false balance is an abomination to the Most High, if you got righteous divination, if you will, then you got to have it on the other side, which is what belongs to Esau. All right? Let's get that. Isaiah 47. We'll just read this one. 47 and 13. We better read 12 too. Isaiah 47, 12. Yeah. 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments. See, this is the left-hand magic. And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So we're looking at the signs of the times, right? And so are they. And they're trying to, you know, prevent the prophecies from moving forward. Right? They're trying to switch it up, right? Because the Most High did, he made some wagers. He said, if you can measure the heavens or the depths of the sea, something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. Okay, so let's check this out real quick. We're gonna watch this. I'm gonna get a couple of precepts and go ahead and end it. So let's go to your boy Dabu. He brought something out. Where is he? Okay, so this is 23 hours ago. Big X-class solar flare from sun. Cannibal Cme. All right, and their words are just very informative, I'll say. But
All right. So you
Slovakia. All right, we'll watch Dabu. It says big X-class solar flare from sun. Cannibal Cme hitting Earth, earthquake, and aurora watch. All right, and I'll have you know.
This is Dabu 7. We have had quite a bit of activity coming off of the sun. At least 17 solar eruptions from a single sunspot here recently, in recent days. And we have some incoming CMEs. This is all coming from this area, this overactive sunspot called AR 2975. It's been emitting flares ever since Monday, March 28th. We have incoming and hitting right now what they're calling Cannibal Cmes.
And Cannibal Cmes, meaning that one solar flare will go out and then a stronger one will come up behind it and basically engulf the one or add to the previous one. So I don't know if he's going to say that.
Coming in, I'll show you here with a couple different graphs the timing. As you can look here, you can see where this was emitted from the sun, back to back as they're coming in. They're going to hit Earth in both stereo A and stereo B, which are these out here getting all the images. You can see the eruption took place right there off the side. And there is a blackout warning for the whole region of America. They're saying that on top of the 17 solar eruptions that have already happened, we have an X flare that is just cut loose as these CMEs arrive. So the X flare is the most significant thus far. You can see the beautiful auroras.
Beautiful auroras. What does this look like? Oh, remind you of? All right, so if you're watching Raising Dion, this had a profound effect in bringing superpowers, if you will. I'm just making note. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but hey, stay alert.
From this energy stream, this is North Dakota. So, guys, if you got clear skies, step outside. You never know what you may see. The sun very active right now. This correlates also to earthquake activity and potential volcanic eruption activity. And here is this X 1.3 class explosion that took place on the sun. Just happened yesterday evening.
As in X-Men. You see this Aurora watch? X?
They expect the energy from this to get to Earth here around the 1st to the 2nd. They've got more information here right there. The early hours of April 2nd is when the CME from the X-flare is going to be hitting. They're warning with all the stuff incoming, it could cause compounding issues where you hit G2, then G3 level type of blackout activity. But just a heads up, this is what's going on with the sun. I'm going to leave links below. Make sure to subscribe.
All right, so there's Dabu. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Let's see. A-U-R. See if we can find this. Maybe not. In the beginning, his father was in, I believe it was Norway or Greenland or something like that. They went on a trip. Let me see. Let's see. Official trailer. Let's see. Let's watch this real quick.
Your dad was traveling so much that year that he made me this video.
How's Dion doing? I miss my little man. I'm telling you, Nicole, that kid is something special.
You're such a special kid. You're charming, smart, very handsome.
Mom.
Pat said you were asking about your dad.
My mom won't tell me what happened. Just says it was a storm. Mister! I got your doll!
Something is happening with Dion. We should figure out.
The government is tracking people who got superpowers.
I know a few things about Dion.
So this series is about superpowers, and they're not really showing how the superpowers came about, but what it is an event happened, and it was much like what they're saying is happening right now. So let's try this one, see if they... That's season 2. Let's see. All right, Salaki, I'm kind of just looking. But anyway. Yeah. Season 2, let me see. Is it? Let's see if I can gain any information. Let's see in the recap.
At Safe Flight, we have...
Slovakia. And bear with me, I'm just kind of looking.
Season 1 of Raising Dion follows single mother Nicole as she struggles with raising her 7-year-old son Dion following the death of her husband Mark. Nicole not only has to deal with the racial hardships of bringing up an African-American child in today's America, but she also has the uniquely difficult task of raising a child who develops superpowers. Dion begins developing abilities including telekinesis, teleportation, levitation, invisibility, healing, and more. The 7-year-old Dion sees these powers as cool and fun, and gives himself the superhero name the...
Okay, so, but it was the reason for that because he got it from his father. Apparently, well, and you know what? Dion was probably born before his father took the
Your
trip.
dad was traveling so much that year that he made me
Okay,
this.
so I can't find it. Slovakia. Charlotte versus Pat. What I'll do is I'll find it in a different situation, even if I got to go back and watch the start of the series, and then I'll compile a video. But it goes back to Northern Lights. Let me see. Still looking, so Slovakia. Basically, this aurora or aurora borealis, okay, is what caused this thing to happen in the first place. So, and I see that they're hiding that or not emphasizing it. And the guy that they call the crooked man, Pat, he was there too. So he was there while, let me see. And then he actually got spiritual powers as well, but on the left-hand side. Yeah, so they're not going to show it. Anyway, so let's get some precepts. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and find it. Let's see, one more time here. Because the sun is an integral part of the Most High system.
Your dad was traveling.
No, they're not going to do it. Okay. So anyway, this right here, this Michael B. Jordan. What they're showing right here is him in, forget exactly where they were. Greenland, Antarctica, or the Arctic, and they saw the northern lights, and they were engulfed in it, is what happened. And that's how they were changed. And now you have these auroras that are, showing up in strange places, you know, all the way down to, North America. All right, so let's get Isaiah 13. Let's see if I can just get to it. Oh, we just did that. Okay. Let's get Ezekiel. So, look, and bear with me. I know I'm rambling. Ezekiel 32 and 7. All right. And when I shall put thee out, what is this? Okay. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. Okay, so these are the signs of what? Of the day of the Lord. Okay? Just like in ancient Egypt, all right, the signs, the plagues, all right, it was a foreshadowing of what was coming. Let's see, Joel 2. Joel 2 and 10. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. This is when the missiles are coming. When are the missiles coming? The great and terrible day of the Lord. All right. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? All right. So this is what are these signs in the sun? Okay. They are the signs that were very close to the end of this bitch. Let's see. I'll start right here. This is Joel 3 and 14. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. What is this? The valley of judgment. Okay, Yahweh Shaphat, right here. Okay, this is that World War III. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Okay, we're in that time. That's what this whatever, going back to Dabu. What is Dabu about? Okay. This. It's a lot. All right.
Military headphones are disrupt.
This thing. That. All right. What is this about? This is Matthew 4. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Right? And then shall all the tribes of earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. All right? And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. All right? So these signs, right, dealing with the sun, are heralding, if you will, the day of the Lord, right? And this sequence of events, right, going back to what Dabu was trying to break off. Okay, where is that? He had a little chart. This. Okay? This thing blasts out, and then this wave of radiation, if you will, goes by, and it deals with, what's going on in the earth. These are signs, right? And that radiation, first of all, okay, your melanin responds to the sun, all right? It's protection, it's all of those things, all right? And if you don't have melanin, then it's not a good thing. What is that saying in effect, all right? That's going directly to the time that we're in. The sun and radiation are good for Jake, right? On the surface. So whatever is coming is good for Jake. All right, let's get one more. We'll go ahead and close. It's Revelation 6. Over and over again, it's telling you that these signs in the sun are heralding that day. 6 and what? 6/12. Okay. The sixth seal, terror, the great and terrible day. All right. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. We know what that is. All right. That's the missiles. And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair. All right. And the moon became as blood. All right. The sun turned black like sackcloth, became as dark as black cloth. Dark is not a good thing, right? The sun became black. It's not a good thing. And the sun was blackened. Right? Now, what could cause that? The smoke from them nukes, right? Because right after that, what? The stars fell to the mushroom cloud. All right. So basically, these signs are saying, hey, we're very close. And these things are becoming worse. That's why they're so worried about them. Okay. It says this. This is MB's comment. I think the bigger observation is that the weekly sun activity has been steadily increasing week after week for several weeks. Week after week now for several weeks. This specific event is nothing to worry about, but if the pattern continues, and then he threw that in there himself, within a few weeks we could be in a pretty tough spot for months and months to come. Okay? And you know this devil is trying to cover up what is coming. We have constant cloud cover in southern Ontario, Canada. How is that? Okay. All right, so with that, all right, just be aware of Earth-like changes because they say that this is going to change the weather and, you know, violent weather can result from these solar storms or whatever. So just keep your eye out. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified. With that, we're going to say shalom.